Welcome, Pauleh here, and before we get going, I just want to say I apologise because I am not continuing this build this episode or the coming episodes. I've decided, as it's starting to get through December, I would like to do some Christmas projects, and this can wait, and I'll come back to it and finish it up. It's not really a problem. So uh, I have a couple of ideas on what I would like to do. Ideally, I would like to make a winter wonderland of sorts. Not sure how yet. It is a work in progress. So, in fact, there we go. Just trying to arrange my inventory a little. So 12 arrows, not many, but can't be helped. Do have some food, some pork chop. Okay, so the plan is to go to an area where it is covered in ice. Well, not ice, but snow. And now the new snow biomes, it also physically snows, so I've got some pretty good ideas with what I can do with that. Now, just checking I've got everything I need to take with me. Saplings. Don't need the saddle. Do not need that saddle. Now, I somewhat cheated a little because, and I've done it before, because I don't particularly want to make this map file huge, or the world save huge when I'm, sharing it out with everyone, because it takes up a lot of bandwidth from my end and your end. So, basically I made a copy of this world, and I went exploring to try and find the nearest location of a snow biome, and I found one. So we're gonna head there, and rather than wait till it's daylight, let's just go there now because that's more fun. And I believe it was this way. I need to do my best not to die. Dying is bad. And I'll be careful, my sword's getting some wear and tear. I've already made a replacement, but not a diamond, it's just a regular stone. Oh. Yikes. Okay, that was my stupid. Remember when I said, oh, it'll be nice to go out here at night, that's where it's fun. Well, if you ever get a voice in your head telling you to do that, ignore it. Because that almost just cost me. That almost just cost me. That could have been bad. I like this little, I'm not sure what the point of that was. Did they really have to lower the sea level by one block? I mean, really. And while trying to find a snow biome, I've actually found two. Now, here's the thing. One of them is where I'm going to be doing this Wonderland thing. The other borders a desert. Literally, it's like the desert, and then there's the snow biome. So I've got an idea that when I get to that area, I'm going to make a sort of how to explain it, a war zone of sorts. It's going to be I don't know, fire and ice. So we'll work something out. Have a couple of maybe a giant wall down the middle of them, and we'll make it look cool. So, but till then, crap. See, this is me talking, and I'm not really sure which way I'm going. I believe it's this way. We're going to walk, and then all of a sudden there's going to be a sudden drop. And water. Water everywhere. Then we can get to the fun stuff and start building. And I'm probably going to spend my December out here, I should say. And it's kind of a bummer because, there we go, because I have not really got a way to access this area from home. I think what I may do though is build a way through the Nether, because that would be the quickest. And perhaps sometime early next year when I'm building around here, I can go back and hook both sides up. But here we go. This is weird. This is basically saying I've already been here. I don't recall coming here, but who knows, because otherwise this wouldn't be like this. But as you can see over there, that is the snow biome. Grab that, you never know when we need one. We have here a couple of random shafts in the ground. Okay, so here we have our weird border, and there's some snow and lots of ice, and that just continues that direction. But for now I want to make something, I don't know, something nice for Christmas, so I was going to do I want a little cabin, but I figured I might make a little wonderland. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that, but we'll see. I will need to get clay though. That's something I'm going to have to keep my eyes out for. Now, I did attempt this on our multiplayer server and died several times trying to get clay from underneath ice, but the ice keeps refreezing over the hole I use, so I kept drowning, but hopefully we won't do that again. So there's a sheep, a couple of sheep, that's good. We're going to need to come get their wool so I can make a bed, but I'll do that later. And I don't particularly want to be very close to that area, so I'm going to push into this biome a little more, see what we've got, see if there's any interesting areas. I see a tree at the back there. I'm hoping to see some pine trees, but I haven't actually seen any yet. So let's climb this hill. What do we have here? That looks like it was a river. Kind of disappointed I don't see any pine trees yet. It's going to be a little difficult to do a winter wonderland with no pine trees. So we're going to have a quick explore around here, see what we got. Hell, I might have to make my own. I have to go get some saplings and just plant them. Lots of animals, plenty of food. All in one place too, so I might actually just come build here, but we'll see. I'm gonna have to make another portal as well, I think. I'm gonna have to go do some mining because I would like... Well, I need to do a test. I don't know if lightstone melts snow or not. Now, torches do, and I don't want snow melting away, so... because that's going to pose a problem. That is going to pose a problem. So I need to be careful because I've gone quite a distance into this little biome, and I don't want to... don't want to make it too difficult when it comes to trying to locate this place again. This is kind of cool, whatever it's standing on. Let's see if I can get down there and around. That's weird. I'm going to keep having a look around and try and find an area, and then once we found one we're going to get started, build a quick shack just to survive the coming nights, and then I'll build around that and we'll see how it goes, because I would like a red brick house because that fits well with snow in my opinion. So give me a moment. I figured I'll just show you this quickly since I've just passed it. Not this hole, this here. It looks kind of like a highway, a highway bridge. I just thought that was kind of weird. I definitely would like to do something around here, but for a proper snowy, proper Winter Wonderland, I'm going to need a proper snowy area, so since all that's melted, not much point. So I'm probably going to head back the way I came and pick the place there. Okay, I've found an area I need to build very quickly because the sun is setting. Not quite sure how I'm going to do this yet. Just winging it. I didn't want to do that. So let's... stupid grass. Let's do this real quick. So what's that? 1, 2... Oh, I did not see that hole there. But that will work to my advantage. So... Come on, tell me I have enough wood. It's going dark. Alright. Let's keep these torches up top so hopefully they won't melt the... Although in here it doesn't really matter, to be honest. Okay, Okay. How am I going to do this? Damn. Okay, plan B. I don't actually have the materials I need to do what I was trying to do. So... And I don't have a bed to sleep in yet. So what I'm going to have to do... Something falling from above is going to be the biggest issue. I don't want to fill this in just yet, when I don't need it to be filled in. I really wish I had some pumpkins. I'd have made some snowmen to cover me. Okay. Anyway, the plan's going to be, this is going to be a sort of house built into the side of there. Although I think I've made it come out a bit too far. In fact, let's just trim it back a tiny wee bit. Plus this gives me back some of the wood, although there's a tree there. Hey, snowballs. Hell, I should have just made an igloo. That would have been a smart choice at the moment, although as soon as you stick a torch in to light it... Goodbye igloo. Unless... that's a pretty good question actually, that I had just thought and didn't actually speak, so you lot have no idea what I'm referring to, but if I have a snow block and put a torch by it or on it, what happens to it? Will it melt? We'll leave that there for the moment, see if it's still there. Because if it doesn't, then I could make a igloo. Well, this isn't particularly going. This isn't actually going to be the house. This was going to be more of an entrance to a mine. So it doesn't need to come out that far. Perhaps. I think that looks good. I would like for it to snow out here. That would be pretty awesome. Don't know if we get that lucky yet though. Okay. Nope, this is still here, so... As soon as it snows, it's going to replace... It's going to replace all this snow, so... Didn't mean to dig that hole. I'm hearing stuff, it's freaking me out. Damn. Okay, I'm gonna have to go ahead and... So I don't really know how to make an igloo, but... I imagine. I just need to do a circle and just sort of dome it up. Okay. So let's go ahead and make our little igloo. Just make it over here. Whoa. I'm gonna take this guy out. Don't need him here. Okay, so now normally I build absolutely huge builds. Let's see if I can avoid that this time. Nonsense. We're gonna do bad on no zombie. Pig, out the way. If only you could drink water when you were sort of hungry, and perhaps it would fill up a little, because having a water source nearby would always be cool. Sadly, the game doesn't work like that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm stupid. I've made it absolutely huge mess. However, we'll just have to have a giant igloo. That was to be expected. So I'm going to go ahead and continue building this a little bit, because it's going to take a while of gathering snow and so on. So bear with me. Okay, I just wanted to show you something quickly. Now, I can only hope that this snow, they will snow, because if it doesn't, this is going to look pretty lame, because I'm having to just tear up everywhere in order to get snowballs, but I hope it's going to snow. Who knows? So what I wanted to actually do was show you. I mean, this is probably common knowledge to everyone but me, because I suck at trying to make domes. But normally, as you can see here, when building, if you see that, oh, let me just show you. When building, what I'd normally do is that block there, and then I would build another block there and another block there, following the outline. Now, the problem with this is this block here becomes irrelevant. It shouldn't be there. Now, most people will realise this and build no problems. Me, I always forgot that. That's why some of my towers and stuff I've made recently don't look right, is because I've done this. And it's a waste of material, because it doesn't serve any purpose apart from when you go up a next level. So that can go, but yeah, I just figured I'd show you that. Anyway, this igloo is going okay. I figure this will be my first build. There's not really much need of one, but I like the idea. Plus it's big enough, I'm going to be able to get some chests in here and all that good stuff. And this will become my base of operations. We're going to have a mine there, which is going to go down. I'm working on a slanted roof. Hey, it must have snowed, because that shouldn't have been on there. And the rest of this area will be, for instance, this is going to be a mine. I plan on doing like a slanted roof, so when it does snow, the snow will rest upon top of it, so it will look nice. That's one of the main features of this place, or that I'm going to be doing with my builds, is to have something which will let snow rest upon it, because it doesn't work if you use half blocks or stairs, so it would have to be like a log or a wooden plank, so we'll see. But for now I need to continue this, get it finished, because I'm only up to the second layer, so everything else is kept out apart from spiders. So, and speaking of that, I need to eat. Keep off starvation a couple of days. So now I'm on to the next level, which we're just gonna continue on around. No sheep. So I'm gonna carry on doing this. I assume that's right. Yep. Looks it. So I just need to carry on. I've got to collect some more snow, but this is not too bad. I just hope it snows soon. I actually seen the new version of snow in this game on my multiplayer server, and I gotta say it's one of the coolest sights I've seen in Minecraft. I'm pretty sure I've seen snow before, but it was the old animation, if there was such a thing, so yeah. But yeah, this should work. We should be able to keep going, and hopefully we'll hit the top. I'm hoping it's going to shrink it. Although I have a feeling by the time it does, it's going to be as high as that. But that's what you get when you build too big of a structure. Okay, I'm out of snow. I'm going to have to go make another shovel, so I'm going to get on with that, and I'll show you what I've done once it's finished, so bear with me. Okay, I finished it. Now, here we are on the inside. Now, I'm pretty sure this hasn't worked because, well, I don't know, to be fair. I need to look at some stuff, because I haven't actually, I'm not convinced you can do a circle in Minecraft. You can, but I don't know if you can make it shrink as you go up without it becoming a square, because that's what's happened here. My igloo has become a square, but to be fair, that suits Minecraft, so I'm not too worried. Let's just step outside and admire the Minecraft igloo. Looks more like a pyramid, but oh well. I'm kind of curious now if fire, like fire on Netherrack will actually melt the snow blocks, because if it doesn't, then I'll take off that top and we'll have like a chimney, because I'm pretty sure that igloos, you have the fire in the middle of them. I could be wrong, but we'll see. I could be thinking of a teepee as well, who knows, but I'm pretty sure that you can do it with igloos. I don't have much experience in them, but anyway, here we go. Might not be exactly what I was after, but I don't know. It's here. I like it. I need to work out what to do with this floor though. I don't particularly want to board it up with anything. It needs to be natural. I might end up Well, I could replace the floor with snow, who knows. I can't get any of the fallen snow down though, because it will melt. But we'll see. But that's it for this episode. Stay tuned because I'm going to do more for this Winter Wonderland. This is just a start. This is going to be the storage room, I guess, for the moment, or my home. Who knows? I do plan on making a nice shack, but who knows where I'm going to do that. And there's our mine, because we're going to have to go get some diamonds, so I'll get that sorted out next episode. So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.